Hey there, sexy souls. We're back for another tarot, coffee and tarot. Blah, blah, blah. I'll get it. I did my meditation before this, and I had another. I think this is going to become a bit more regular because usually I will get like, well, I always get scenarios and visions when I'm doing the readings, but I am getting like a stream of consciousness, like an explanation almost. And so we're going to use the tarot to help decipher and explain details of this, but I'm going to go through what I got so far. They first were showing me this fluffy, curly-haired, poodle-like dog, only he's huge, so I guess he's a Labradoodle. I freaking don't know, but he's humongous and fluffy and soft, and that's what they kept saying. It's a very soft energy, and I think that you are represented by this fluffy poodle-like dog with this big soft energy. Sweet, gentle, pure, playful, and all of a sudden they switched me to it was like a desert type of environment, and way far in the distance there was like some kind of explosion. And you know, we see all of these videos of what like the worst type with the mushroom plume and things like that, and it had a haze of pink, and I was like, what? And this felt like something from the past, something in the distance, something behind you, I will say. But then the poodle appeared, or this Labradoodle, or whatever this dog breed is, I don't know, but he was soft and floofy, and he almost wanted to run towards it, like in a panic, like, oh, what's going on, what's happening? And for me, what I got is that there's this sense of something from that you've left behind, or something that's in your past. For a lot of you, it is a person, and it's almost as if once you remove yourself from this person's life or this circumstance, it seems like things go to poop and things blow up, and there is an energy of guilt and feeling like there is a knee-jerk reaction to wanting to save the situation. I kept hearing I didn't want it to go like that. That wasn't my intent. I didn't mean to do that. And first, there's a reminder that you didn't do anything, that you are merely witnessing something implode after you remove your energy from it. And there is a sense of guilt on your part that is plaguing you right now. And I kept trying to switch. They're trying really hard to switch me to a new vision, but it was almost as if I kept being pulled back into the old one, where the dog is just looking like, you know, what's going on, what's happening, and kept wanting to run towards that situation or scenario or person, out of almost a knee-jerk reaction, because you are a sensitive, soft individual. Not sensitive in the sense that you're weak, sensitive in the aspect that you genuinely care and you don't want to see harm to people. There's a need to let go of this guilt, because it prevents you from being able to transition. And I kept feeling everything tug on my left side of my body. I had to clear some energy out because it just wouldn't let go. It was almost as if it was grasping onto me as much as I was feeling guilty about it. And I think that there's a person that's not wanting to let you go, that almost will... It's like a passive-aggressive way of trying to guilt trip you. And so there's an energy that doesn't want to let you go, and you feel guilty for that, and because things are going very negatively for them once you remove your energy, okay? And what I want to say is that you really need to clear and cleanse that out, and you need to be willing to let that go, despite any amount that they try to cling to you. You need to set very solid boundaries for yourself, because your future hinges on that. The future that you see and can feel yourself walking into. I say that because they then, I think that it'll block your ability to receive what's coming to you. Because the left side for me is my receiving side. And so I think that you were no longer want to give your energy, because I felt like my right side was completely free and clear. It was stepping into a completely different energy. So there's a piece of you that's like trying to pull away from something that you may have been a people pleaser, an overgiver, and people took advantage of that. All kinds of people, not just, you know. I do feel, for a good number of you, I feel family. And I think that that's where that sense of loyalty and guilt, because dogs are about loyalty, but this sense of needing to go back to that, or wanting to do something out of that sense of loyalty because there is a family tie here, that something is happening and exploding and being decimated is what it feels like. Like their life just ends up. But that's the whole point. I mean, you could have been included in that. So do not feel guilty about that, because what they then showed me was this person that was in nature. And I was feeling this before. Like, I'm doing this and I'm going to be leaving as soon as I do this reading and getting in nature, because even I'm being pulled into nature today. And I had this feeling of like, you need to tell them that. So before I even sat down to do the meditation, I was like, I'm going to let them know they need to get out in nature, because I just felt like that was more than just for me. And I don't normally do that, because like, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, that was definitely like, I know I need to get out in nature and recalibrate my energies and stuff, right? Just for me, like, that's self-care. And I was getting excited and feeling good. And I was like, no, I need to do the reading first before I do that, though. I felt compelled to do that. And so they're trying to get you into nature. Also, I usually start with my spiel. Make sure that you have get cozy. Let's settle in, see if there's a message for you. I forgot my whole spiel. I jumped right into this. So this person is exploring nature, but they're in an area that is unknown to them. I feel like whoever this is, you are actually moving. I don't normally keep that very specific, because, you know, move can be anything. And I feel like whoever this is for, this group, and I feel like it's in totality, because this is a major piece, that whoever this is for is moving into new territory, new environment. Because it felt like this person was freshly moved to this town, and they're exploring nature. They're trying to get themselves out in nature. They feel like they're being drawn, and I feel like they're on a hike and they're enjoying nature. And while that's happening, I'm being pulled back to that old, like you're meant to move somewhere new and leave certain things behind, which I think you've already technically left behind. But because things are imploding, it's like whatever situation or person you left is hoping that when you see the decimation, that you will be pulled back in. And because I feel like you're in this limbo area where you've already left that, but you're about to move. And I do feel physical move for whoever this is for. And so they're going to act like, you know, like there's a hope that will draw you back in. And they're saying, no, allow yourself to be led somewhere else. Go to this new place. You're meant to be in this new environment. And the reason I say that is, and what they did was they showed me to get rid of that energy of feeling like I was being pulled energetically from my receiving. It was a cleansing. I did the cleansing, but I also saw a vision of like being submerged in water. Like you're at a creek bed or something where it was like it was deep enough that you could submerge yourself under and came back up. And that was a cleansing. But it was also about allowing yourself to enjoy this. I feel like this sense of guilt or obligation or loyalty that keeps tugging on you a little bit to the past is preventing you from really truly experiencing and being in that lighthearted excitement. And that's the energy that's going to propel you forward into this new area of your life. And it's almost as if like these new things are opening up and you're not really experiencing it to its fullest. You're not getting to experience the excitement, the joy to the fullest, because there's a piece of you that almost feels guilty for doing that. And that is going to be a blockage for you to a certain degree, okay? They really want your energy to be free, like the full card. And so then they showed me, and I think the other reason I feel like this is a brand new place is because this person began to overlook. It was almost like they were on a hike in nature, but from their vantage point, they were at a high viewpoint, like one of those areas where you can, like the viewing points off of a mountain or something like that. And I'm not saying this is a mountainous area, because at first I didn't see that, but I could see a city. a big city, and this immensity of excitement in my heart was just leaping from me. And it was almost like a scared excitement, but the kind where you can't help yourself, and you feel like everything feels so brand new and everything feels exciting. The most mundane things are feeling exciting. Like you've seen birds before, you've seen flowers before, but you're somewhere completely new. And it gives this what you normally would feel in going out in nature and just, you know, recalibrating, and like so much pleasure and all kinds of little things. And so what I want to say is it definitely feels like there is a move that is happening, and your past may be trying to pull on you, and you need to completely clear that out. Do not be distracted by that, and do not be pulled in by that, because what is for you is meant to be somewhere else. And I do feel like it is a location. There was a person when I resubmerged from the water, and I feel like there's going to be new individuals that you will be able to create connections with that will fill up your life. And I feel like there was something else I wanted to say with that, but yeah, they're going to let me pull cards now. So whoever this is for, definitely feel like you're going to be in an environment that is not normally yours. And I do physical environments, and I actually feel like this is at a major distance. They just said out loud to me, your soft energy is best used elsewhere, where people will not use and abuse your pure heart. Okay, we've been pulling this deck a lot lately. It's Hermetic Tarot. Let's see what kind of a message. And I know that channeling was extensive, but that really sets a tone. So now that they got that out of the way, what do they want? What spirit do you want to discuss? And I think that it all hinges on really letting go. When things that you've left behind begin to implode, and you feel like you're being pulled back into that, cleanse it, release it, let it go, and only focus on what you're moving into, because there's a major move that's happening in your life, and your energy needs to be cleared for that, because it's your turn to actually experience pure joy. And I think that there's always been something pulling or tagging and manipulating and siphoning your energy so that you never could fully 100% step into something with pure enjoyment. And they're giving me the picture of, like, you know, these kids that finally turn 18, 19, or early 20s, and they get to go backpack around Europe and all these other countries, and it's like just this adventure. And I feel like you've never really been able to experience that kind of excitement and freedom. And so you're almost like just stepping into your adulthood, and everything is, you know, it's that kind of energy. So whatever this newness is, it's something you haven't, woo, do you see these, they flip? Okay, I was trying to, okay, they still want me to, sorry. Ace of Pentacles! Okay, look, I make weird noises, you just have to get used to this, okay? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. The Lord of the Root of the Powers of Earth. So this is like pure stability and something brand new in your life that's showing up. And then we have, bitch, I cannot make this up. I'm sorry, I cussed too. For those who have not noticed or who haven't really seen any of my lives, yes, I cuss like a sailor, and that's just the energy of this channel. So, okay, so you have a brand new offer coming in. I'm telling you, when I say you're going to be in a completely new environment, and like new environment, I even feel for like a major portion of you, a new city. Like you are not even going to be in the same town you've been in. For those that doesn't resonate with, which I think is a smaller group, this is like this would be like getting a new job, that introduces you to several new social circles. And so like your stomping ground, the places you go, the people you hang out with, like everything changes. But yes, this is a brand new beginning in your material world, okay? So we're beyond just, this is you receiving. This is you receiving something. You know, we ask sometimes, like, all the changes that we do and the healing that we that we do within ourselves. Ooh, the energy is fast, and I cannot stop stumbling over my words. I'm stuttering bad. But this is something coming in, and it is an opportunity. Six of Swords, and this is going to help you in your transition. Lord of earned success. I love that. Hard-earned success, okay? Took work. Six of Swords. It took work to transform and get to this place where you could be open and to receive this. Okay. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Lots of opportunities. Like, you are ready and right for this. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, obviously, she's the baddie that can do it all. This is the Queen of Pentacles is seen as the one that can do the job, that can do the running of the household, that can, you know, like, she's really got it together in order to be able to execute everything. And so you are primed, prepped, and ready for this to come in. All right, and that's the reason why this transition, because this Six of Swords is going to be the transition. This is transitioning to success. Like, this transition is going to bring in success for you. Okay, and it's going to open up a lot of opportunities and things they're saying you hadn't thought of. Okay, so can we be more specific? Are we going to switch? Ooh, life. Okay, so they're giving us overall energy of what's about to happen. So we know we will get details on this, I promise you. So Princess of Wands is the Page of Wands. This is a new spark, a new project, a new passion. We're going to do this. New passion. Okay. Which I think is the tangible thing that's going to be happening. So you have, I think, a path within life that's going to take you somewhere different, that's going to open up a lot of doors. It is an opportunity that regarding something that you will be very passionate about, something that you're going to be very interested in, is desirable, okay? It's very tangible. It is, we could think like job offer, a project, a new home being offered to you. It's just something that opens up a whole new cycle in your material world, okay, in the 3D. Ace of Pentacles has a lot of room to grow. This is the seed that starts it all. So whatever this offer is, like I like to say, is that thing that pushes the seed that sprouts. Nine of Wands. So I think there's a slight bit caught, like, really know your worth and stand in your power. Because the Nine of Wands is all about standing in your power and being unwavering about that, okay? When you stand in your power, you don't hand your power away to things that aren't for you. So in that scenario where things want to pull you back to that sense of guilt and shame and feeling like you need to do something. Okay, my nose is starting to do it. My nose is starting to do it. Know your worth. Stand your power. Queen of Pentacles always goes into the Empress, right? So there's like this what I call this evolution of the self. And it starts with the Queen of Swords. Sometimes operating in polarity, which would be the shadow aspect of the Queen of Swords, and then moving into the positive point of Queen of Swords, which is the discernment. And then you move into the Queen of Cups, knowing your worth, knowing what to pour your energy and investment and time into. And then there's the Queen of Wands, which is knowing your, not just knowing your worth, but having self-respect, having, executing your self-worth, having the confidence and the life force within you ignited again, and you become the Queen of Pentacles. You utilize all of that to understand the world around you and how you operate and how you fit in. It is having all the mastery over those elements that brings you into this newness within your life, right? So it's also like, remember that lots of things will appear, because when you're doing well, yes, things from your past will tug on you. Because they've been able to siphon your energy before, and now that you're really doing well, they're like, oh, I really need some of that. Problem is that when they start siphoning your energy, it's going to pull you out of the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you need to stay away from and stay clear from things that will siphon your energy away from you. You're meant, it's one thing to pour your energy when you have an overflowing cup, but when something tries to empty your cup, or to keep it from where it's no longer overflowing, that's problematic. Okay, and so with Seven of Cups, obviously there's going to be certain things that are going to appear back up that are not for you, and you need to know your worth. Do not hand your power away, and stand in your truth. Okay, different deck. And I want to say the thing that you have to guard against more, I think you're going to have a lot of discernment on any of the new things that come in. You're like, yeah, no. The one thing I feel like that could pull you out of this good energy that you probably would be more susceptible to is something from the past. I'm just going to be honest with you. All right, where are we going? I'm feeling like there's a lot. I feel like another tarot deck, and then we're going to pull some specific cards. Okay, we're going with Sun Knight Tarot. And they're giving me that for some of you, you're going to be quite surprised about how this energy tries to pull on you, the way in which it comes in to try and pull on you. Or this, a little bit of like the source. Because again, I'm getting a family vibe for a lot of you all. I'm being honest. So either this is a person that you consider to be like family, or somebody that knew you intimately like a family member would. But I am feeling, and I'm not kidding you, there's a good portion of you, this is like blood related family that will try to do this. Somebody who felt like they had, or it could be like, you know, even somebody you were married to, like that kind of family, like in a roundabout way, you have some kind of blood connection to, it feels like, and they will utilize that as a way to guilt you into doing. And I think that they've had that capability in the past to guilt trip, manipulate you, because of their status in your life, and you've walked away from whoever this is. Not to say that you never talk to them, but their influence, their status, and I even think that their access to you has changed dramatically. And the distance that I'm feeling, I even feel like they may not be, well, they definitely here soon will not have even physical access, it feels like, to you very much. And so it's going to kind of come from that. And your loyalty needs to be to you. I think that you valued yourself before in your amount of loyalty you had to other people, but it was almost like it was misdirected. That loyalty should have been directed towards yourself. Okay, now I feel good about it. Sometimes they won't let me stop until those fell, but I'm not gonna. Ooh, there was two there. Okay. The Moon and the Queen of Cups. I'm getting subconscious and very emotional. Remember, they did say to make sure that you allow yourself to feel the emotions of what new is coming through. These stuck in my hand. We have the King of Cups. Oh, the Four of Cups. Allow this to come in. So whatever this energy pool that might show up in your life, it will try to take you away from, because the Four of Cups is all about that hesitation. Oh, this is the Five of Cups. Oh, good Lord. Which is still going to have the hesitation. This person, okay, what I'm getting is anything from the past didn't work out. That was, you know, like that is what drains your cups. And you know the path that you need to go. You know which way you need to go now. Because in traditional tarot, or in like the Rider-Waite at least, they're still staring at the old cups. So that would be, to me, someone who is still bought into feeling like it's just never going to be for me. I won't ever get to experience that. This person sees the 2 cups that are still upright, and they're about to take off with those. All right, so this is like going into that 6 of Cup energy. And when we have that, we've got the Moon, which is paired up with the Queen of Cups, which is your intuition. Intuitively, you know what's about to happen. Subconsciously, your actions in the past may have been to King of Cups. He knows he does not just pour his cup into anybody. King of Cups is very discerning, and he doesn't necessarily show all of his emotions. So you don't always understand. Like, this is a person who has such mastery over his emotions that he doesn't allow them to dictate his moves. And I think that's what they're saying, is this sense of guilt that you may feel come up, or this sense of loyalty or feeling bad for. I feel like you're going to feel bad for this other person, but that shouldn't dictate how you move. Okay, because the person that still stares at the 3 cups that are spilled in the old 5 of Cups is allowing those things, the shame, the guilt, the need to rescue almost. They would let that dictate their moves, and that's what kept them stuck. Okay, but they're saying you see the path to go. You see the 2 cups that are still standing. What is for you and can bring joy into your life, and don't allow. Like, I want to say there's something deep rooted within your subconscious that has kept you tied and tethered, but your intuition knows better. And I want to show you this. In the Moon, she's pregnant. In this particular deck, she's very pregnant. The Queen of Cups is also very pregnant. This is, again, Queen of Pentacles, I said, goes right into the Empress energy. This is the promise of something better, the promise of the future that you know holds potential and possibility. Follow your intuition to that, and rather than allowing your subconscious, okay, to dictate. And I think that your subconscious is what dictated your old patterns, that people-pleasing, over sense of loyalty to other things. And it was like a negative King of Cups, rather like a negatively aspected King of Cups rather than a positively aspected one, okay? And so they're saying King of Cups knows exactly who and what to pour his energy into. You know, he's very discerning now. And so not everybody gets to, and I feel like there's a piece of, ooh, I get it. They're saying don't allow, even if you feel, oh, good Lord. Okay. If you feel some kind of way whenever you see this implosion occur, and they may reach out to you and say this is what's happening, and there may be some guilt tripping, don't let them know. If you have an inkling, a fucking inkling inside of you whatsoever of like, oh, you know what I mean? Do not, because they will play on that shit. They will play on it, okay? You need to follow your intuition. I don't care what you think, like to me, the Moon is feeling like muscle memory. It's like a knee-jerk reaction, like the old patterns we used to operate out of mindlessly, right? And it's like, no, follow your intuition, okay? Know your worth and don't get sucked into that. And then, of course, don't show your emotions. Don't show how it's impacting you, because you may feel guilty, but don't. It's almost like when you see those packs of animals and they're like, don't show your jugular, you know, because they'll go for it kind of thing. So like wolves and stuff like that, you don't show your neck, you don't. And that's the reason why, like, for the leader of the pack, like, and I know there's so much more to it, but I'm trying to gloss over this scenario or this metaphor. You know, they'll lay down in surrender and show their neck, because that's their most vulnerable spot, where it could, you know, like that's where they could bleed to death. Like their main like a lot of their arteries are exposed and things like that. And so they'll do that to the leader of the pack to show surrender, that no, you are the one that's in charge. And I almost feel like saying, be discerning where you pour your cup. Don't show your cards. Don't show your cards to everybody, okay? Even if it's difficult, when this happens, it's almost like don't reveal your emotions for that. Okay, allow yourself to I feel like if they're gonna up the ante and feel like they have one on you, and you may even stand your ground and your truth. Okay, only pour your cup into what is actually for you, but don't let them know. If you have any remnants of feeling guilty, don't show that. Do not. And I don't like to tell you what to do, but they're just like, don't. Like, they won't let go of your energy as long as they see that. Stand strong in your truth and establish your boundaries and know your worth. Okay. Anything else from this deck? They just said no. They're not even gonna win. Okay, so I think that's really not letting the past. Let's see, future focused, please. We know what's gonna try and pull us out of future focused. Yeah, you have a lot of great fortune ahead of you. And I think that message of concern in this particular deck is information that you don't want to hear, or things that aren't pleasant to hear, or information that comes up that you think is like negative and you feel like might delay you. That's this whole scenario. That's this whole fucking scenario that they're talking about. Okay, so this deck is ready to talk. I shit you not. This is your wishes, your hopes, and your dreams. Message of concern. I feel like something is going to happen that's going to try and take you. Bitch, are you serious? Time for some coffee. All right, motherfuckers. Whatever you've left behind or are about to leave behind, or I feel like you've already left it to a certain degree and you're about to leave it. If whatever move you're making in life is going to solidify for whoever in the past, okay, that they no longer have that tether on you, okay? They no longer have that leverage over you. And they are, and I think that there's going to be legit some shit that happens in their life. And it's almost as if it's like, they're like, don't allow what happens in someone else's life to stop you from moving into. And I want to say, I got to be honest with you, I feel like you will feel like, oh, no, I still want whatever's coming to me, but I can do both. And they're like, no. Let me just be honest with you. That whatever happens is not your responsibility. Quit taking responsibility for other fucking people, okay? It is not your job to rescue people, okay? No one came and fucking rescued you. When they came and showed up like they were on some kind of, there was always something attached to it. You always owed them something. No one ever came and gave freely like what you were doing. So do not feel like you are obligated to this whatsoever. Okay, but yes, there's going to be something coming in that's going to be information that you're not going to like, and you're going to feel like you're going to feel almost as if you have to put on hold whatever it is that you are moving towards. Okay, you think that whatever this information is going to delay shit. I'm telling you, that's only by choice. And it's by their design. All right, Spirit, tell me more about this. Yes. Family. Boom. I fucking told you. Family. Gonna try to throw a fucking rock into this shit. You have a decision point at a crossroads. Something you've been waiting for, expecting, and hoping for. Okay, that desire, that dream. Fucking choose it. Okay? Choose it. All right? I don't care what guilt trip bullshit they're going to try to pull on you. It is going to stop your blessings from fucking coming in. Okay? They're trying to suck you back into your old energies and your old patterns, your old way. Family realm is people who know your intimate, most deepest secrets, the people that you share very vulnerable. Like, this isn't just like your acquaintances. So again, when I say family, they feel close enough to be like family. If it isn't your direct blood, this is someone so fucking close to it that they know intimate details about you. These are the people that you would share your secrets with. That's how they've had fucking leverage on you all this time and have manipulated you in the past. Pathway is all about transformation and longevity of this new path that you're going to be taking. So here's the thing, the way that I feel it, because it's caught between the two, if you get delayed by this shit that's coming in, it's going to delay you for a long time. This is a timing card. It's a card of like 1 to 2 years. So it's almost as if it's going to delay your blessings by that fucking long. Okay? Not that it will permanently, but I'm telling you, it will pull you out. And I feel like it's happened before. This has happened before. They delayed, like, and because you chose that. Yeah. You're going to feel anxiety, and there's going to, and I feel like whoever this is will wane, like everything's just so horrific. You know, people who can be like very passive aggressive with woe is me. They live in victimhood, but they don't come right out like, you're doing this to me and now I'm just gonna do, like, they're not soap opera dramatic, even though they may have the capacity to do that, but they play on your emotions massively. And there's a lot of anxiety. This is going to really, really do a number on your energy, okay? And you're going to feel guilty, but you don't need to. Do not feel guilty. What you should, like what you've been waiting for and expecting and hoping for, you need to just choose that shit, okay? Choose that shit. I think secretly deep down you knew, because we got the moon card, you knew they would try to pull this shit. You knew it. Anything else? Spirit. Concern. Change. It's no longer your concern. It's no longer, no, these other things are no longer your responsibility. I'm just going to say this. If you're leaving a relationship and somebody tries to guilt trip you back into giving something another shot or anything else like that, I think Spirit's encouraging you to go towards your future because it's more promising. Don't go towards the past. Also, this is for anybody and everybody else. And this may be the person that I saw when I came out of the waters. I think wherever you're going to, that is where you're going to find the people that are in alignment for you. But I also feel like you will find love. So for those who are single and not in a relationship and not married, and I've been called to do some readings for couples because I don't think that there's enough out there for people who are already in a long-term relationship. But that's just a side note. This concern that you have, your concern is going to change. Even the concern, I feel like you might be apprehensive. Because remember, I felt that excitement for the new place, and it's almost like a scary excitement. Oh, they're bringing, I just moved this crystal, and I'm going to explain to you all why here in a second, okay? But this is a little bit like, to overcome those concerns, you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes we may feel when something else comes up, right? When this thing about the family or whatever from the past implodes and you think that you have to go rescue something, that's been your MO from trying to go down something new. Like there's always been something that happened and it was like, oh, that must be a sign. Like I really shouldn't go this direction, or my life isn't ready to go that direction, or you know what, this needs me more. And you felt selfish almost for trying to go somewhere else. And they're like, stop that. That's the pattern that needs to motherfucking stop. You need to quit that. Whatever you choose, whichever direction you choose, just know that that's going to be influencing you for the next couple of years. Okay, that energy and that choice and decision is, and so when we talk about a pivotal point in your life, and when I say that whatever new is trying to come in is going to be major change within your environment and your life and the tangible things that you will be experiencing, and that what is waiting for you is going to be exciting beyond belief, and that you're going to have success with it. And if you're worried and concerned, because sometimes we're more comfortable in knowing how to put out these fires and deal with these explosions than anything potential that we don't know about. But they're saying, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You've got something that you've been waiting for that's meant to come in, and you need to choose that. And I think you are. I think you are, but this is them heavily pushing it. And when you make this choice and decision to go towards your future, lots of great fortune, a lot of things are going to come in. Your concern will fade away. You have concern about this change. You're worried about it. But what they want you to know is through this, through your environment change, through your change in your course of life, love comes in. And it's abundant. It is abundant. Now, okay, this is Tibetan Quartz. Anytime I am pointing that they bring me to this, Tibetan Quartz is what I utilize when I know I have negative energy coming my way that is from a very specific source. Okay, so we can have energies attracted to us because our light is shining, and there are energies that might be purely etheric that we aren't aware of, that just want to fuck with things, right? Entities, spirits, things like that. Or there could be a large group of people, you know, especially if you're in the public eye or anything else like that, that can send you bad juju-y kind of energies and stuff like that. This is when someone knows you very specifically. This is almost like someone who is attempting to either intentionally or unintentionally. It's like what some people would deem as black magic. It's not always that though, because you can have somebody who has such a energetic tether to you that's been very karmic in the past, and so they can't seem to let you go, and a lot of their negative energy comes towards you even if they're not aware of it. And it can cause so many issues, and it can mess with your energy if you're not aware of it and you're not staying consistently aware within your energy. And sometimes just fighting against those negative energies that try to interfere with you, that's just unnecessary. You having to spin your wheels unnecessarily, right? And so one of the ways in which I address that is this will transmute that and block it from entering into your energetic sphere. All right. And so every time I've used one of these things, it's even better. I really love Tibetan smoky quartz because it has like it has hematite in it. They always break, and that's when you know that they've worked. Okay, so I went to move this. Why? It wasn't about to fall off my desk, but I went to move it and pull it closer, and I was like, oh, because it is. This is from somebody very specific. And I think this is almost like your last karmic tie. And unfortunately, it's not, you know, everybody always wants to talk about like, oh, this one lover. No. I feel like this is somebody that was so close, they almost went under the radar for a long time in your life. So I would highly recommend utilizing this. This is going to be my recommendation. But anything that you utilize to help block this energy and help you move past it so it doesn't interfere with you. Like, don't give your time and energy and emotions to this. Be the King of Cups, all right? Be the King of Cups and only put your energy and your emotions behind that which you know is for you, not the shit that you know is not, okay? So that is going to be your message. And I think this is also going to help prepare you for who this is going to be and how to address this, and just know that so much that is in alignment with you and abundance, whether it is love or not, is waiting for you on the other side. And there is a completely new environment, a completely new place in your life. So much love to you. I am sending you all the protective energy that I can, and just know that you are worth this.